Good morning.
Breakfast. Let's have it.
Well, that's breakfast done, and today I'm going to be taking you out for a little ride off the island of Phuket. Actually meeting up with a group of riders today. I don't know how big the group's going to be, but they're scooter riders. So if this is something that interests you, maybe you want to join this scooter group. Today I'm going to be on the PCX. This bike will take you just about anywhere you want to go. To be fair, I've been to Samui on it, Koh Lanta on it, all over this place. So 150cc, more than capable. I'm going to go inside now, grab myself a coffee. I'm going to introduce you to Jack, who is the guy who organises the group. So I've grabbed a quick coffee and I'm here with Jack. Where originally are you from then, Jack?
I'm from Colorado, in the United States.
Yeah, and what brings you to Thailand?
Oh, retirement, good food, good beaches, nice people,
Yep.
laid back feeling.
Okay, and you're enjoying your time?
So far, so good.
And how long have you been over here, Jack?
Let's see, 90 days.
90 days.
Oh, my mistake. 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so still fairly new, still finding your feet.
Yeah. Still
Have you
trying
been
to
to
feel it out.
Thailand before you moved over here?
I was in Chiang Mai prior to COVID. I've got some friends that retired up there.
Now, was that a holiday, or was you living in Chiang Mai? That type
No,
of
it was a holiday.
So tell me about the scooter group, Jack. What made you decide that you wanted to start a group for people with scooters, basically?
Well, I looked online and I was trying to find some groups that I could ride with, and many of the groups were larger sized bikes, 500s, 900s, and they weren't too interested in smaller bikes.
Yeah.
So I decided, let me put some feelers out there and see if I could find some people that want to ride around Phuket and off the island and take
Okay,
some
so you
other-
ride both
Yeah,
here in Phuket and off the island?
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how often do you ride?
Yeah, well, right now, considering it's rainy season, whenever
Yeah.
the weather is good enough, but I'd like to get in at least 1 to 2 maybe good rides each week.
Oh, okay, excellent. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's my first time riding with the group, so I'm looking forward to that. And we're going to go just off island to Phang Nga, which I've covered before on the channel, and we're going to a reclining Buddha temple, which is actually inside a cave. So this is going to be quite interesting. I believe there is also a waterfall in that area, and an area that you can swim as well, I believe.
Well, we're going to check it out. I was up there at the beginning of July, and apparently the waterfall closed on the 1st of July, and on the notice it said that they'd reopen in September.
Right. Okay.
Yet to find out.
Okay.
So we're going to find out.
We'll
now.
find out. Okay, excellent, Jack. Come back to you once we're on the way, and hopefully we're going to get some really nice scenery. Okay, so let's go. We are now underway, and it is the 2nd of October, which is a Monday morning. It's coming up to 9 o'clock. So like a lot of places around the world, Phuket does have a rush hour, and as you can see, it's quite busy on the roads, and we're going to make our way through this traffic heading towards Phuket International. We're going to go past there up to Saracen Bridge, then over the bridge off island into Phang Nga, and we're going to be heading towards Phang Nga town. We will be turning off shortly before Phang Nga town itself towards the temple. The group itself is just the 3 of us. There's a couple of riders that haven't turned up this morning that said they were coming, and you will find this. Sometimes you'll ride and it'll be quite a big group, and other times it will be a lot smaller. But I'm looking forward to the ride, just the 3 of us. Weather-wise, it's a little overcast, but honestly it's perfect riding, whether it's not raining and it's not too hot, because sometimes it can get very hot in Thailand for riding. Okay, so now we are approaching our first destination, which is Wat Suwan Khuha, which is of course where the reclining Buddha is. But I want to take this opportunity to introduce to you our third rider that's riding along today. Her name is Krabi, and it's quite unusual to get lady riders, but it's nice to have her along, and I'm sure we're going to see a little bit more of her later in the video. She's actually originally from South Africa, but for now we're riding along the road that runs between Phuket and Krabi. If you stay on this road, it will take you down to Krabi, and I love this road because it's so scenic. There's some beautiful limestone formations in places, especially as you get closer to Krabi. It is really picturesque. Lovely road to ride down, very easy riding down here. It's quite a nice road, to be honest. The surface is very good and you get great scenery. But first we're going to take a petrol stop, top up the tanks on the bikes, and then we're going to also have a drink because you do need to stay hydrated out here because of the heat, and I'll come back to you once we arrive at the petrol station. We've just stopped to fill up one of the bikes because it's getting a little bit low, and I thought I'd go in the 7-Eleven and get myself a bottle of water. We're almost there. I was talking to Jack, he thinks we've passed it. I'm not got my sat-nav running. Krabi says that it's further down, so I'm going to let them sort it out while they're filling up with petrol. I'm just at the back, basically sitting at the back, so I can do a little bit of videoing because the road down here is so picturesque. It's one of my favourite roads, actually, the road between Phuket and Krabi. It is just beautiful because of all the limestone formations. So let me grab a quick bottle of water out the fridge. This is one of the things I love about riding in Phuket. Plenty of petrol stations, plenty of places where you can get a little bit of food and drink, so you're never too far away from food here in Thailand or water. Of course, it is still very warm even though it's low season, so it's worth staying hydrated on the bikes. So drink plenty of water, a good little tip. And yeah, I'm going to pay for this and then we shall be on our way again. Swaddy Cap. Well, I'm pleased to say that the rain is holding off at the moment. We have had a few really nice days. 2 weeks back it was raining. We were having a few storms passing through, and I think over the next few days that's also going to change the weather and go back to raining again. But we are in low season, so it's only to be expected.
Krabi.
Krabi, unusual name. I've heard of Gabi, but I've never heard of Krabi.
The nickname.
Ah, okay.
My real name's Carol Ann.
Ah, okay.
Then I'll probably deck you. So when I went to boarding school.
And you say you're originally from South Africa?
I was born in Zambia though.
Oh, Zambia.
Global nomad.
And what brings you to want to come out with a group and ride? You just love bike riding? What?
It's the same as like a scuba dive. You're part of a group, but you actually are on your own.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I shouldn't eat sugar. I have I'm not severe. I have ADHD.
Right.
So I need to get rid of my energy. I'm a bit of an adventurer and I'll take calculated risks, but I've ridden a bike since I was at university.
Right. Okay. So you like to ride.
My first husband was an enduro racer. I like to ride.
Cool.
I like the air. The thing I don't like is going behind these big trucks and the sand comes up and just pelts me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite unusual to get lady riders. One or two over the years I've seen in various groups, but not too many. But it's nice. It's nice to see the ladies that come out and ride. as you can see, we've just arrived here in the car park, and there are quite a few minivans here, so there's obviously tours running out here, which is interesting. Now, like a lot of temples here in Thailand, there are food vendors outside, so you're going to be able to get yourself some food and drink. There was a lady just trying to sell me some food for the monkeys, but my personal opinion is I tend to stay away from the monkeys because they can be a little bit dangerous or nasty. You never know really, but if you want to feed the monkeys, then you can buy the food. As you can see, they sell just snacks really, drinks. And we're going to take a look around this temple. As I mentioned, it's actually inside a cavern or a cave, and it's actually busier than I thought. Okay, so this is where you pay to go in. There's a ticket, 20 baht, which is quite reasonable. You do have to watch the national parks because they are getting more expensive, unfortunately. Let's take a look around this unusual temple, being in a cave, and there is the reclining Buddha, which according to Google is over 150 years old. Not too many of these are reclining Buddhas in Thailand, but they're really nice to see. Yeah, really, really nice. Very, very pretty. Yeah, some bats just up there. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, a few pigeons by the looks of it. Very unusual, this temple, I must admit. I have seen a few of the temples that are housed in caves during my time here in Thailand, but this one I haven't been to before. This is the first time. I've got to say, it is very, very pretty. There's another section by the looks of it up those stairs. So we're going to have a walk up these stairs to the second section, and I can see a little monkey sitting on the top of the stairs there. I don't have any food to offer him. He's busy nibbling on something. I tend to give the monkeys a little bit of a wide berth. Okay, so not quite sure what's in this section. We've got a statue of a monk, I think, and then it goes outside. Very pretty outside, wow, really beautiful. And then it carries on down. I don't know how many sections there are to this temple. Okay, so we've got another set of stairs. Just got to watch my feet because they're not the best. A little bit rough, these stairs. And then it looks like we've got something just over there. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up because it is quite dark in here. And a set of stairs going right up the top there, so into that small area there. I don't exactly know what's up there. Okay, this is quite dark here, this section, and the stairs are quite steep. I don't know whether you can see how steep those stairs are, because it is quite dark, but they are very steep. Okay, I don't really know what this is. I think there is... no, it's just a dead end. That's a bit disappointing. The steps that I just walked up ended up in a small cavern with nothing in there, because I was expecting to see a statue of Buddha, but you can see this one here has got some Buddha statues, and this is where you would come and give offerings to Buddha himself. So if Nat was here, she would light a candle and give an offering there, and also leave some flowers, a wreath, etc. So very, very pretty, and that's what I was expecting to see in the other cavern, but it's actually here, not in the other section. I hope you've enjoyed that quick look around the temple. Really pretty inside. I was hoping to catch some drone shots of it, but I've had one or two problems. I charged the drone up last night, didn't think about switching it on. I've switched it on and it wants to update, so I've done the update, but when I've come to fly the actual drone, of course, because I've updated it, it's taken my email and password out of the app, which then restricts the height of the drone. And there's a lot of trees around here, and I've tried to get a shot flying over one of the outside buildings and then towards the entrance of the temple, but I can't get it because the trees are in the way, and I'm very mindful that I've got a height restriction without my account because it's saying not logged in. So from here we are going to go and take a look at the waterfall, which is just 6 kilometers down the road from here. So we're going to jump back on the bikes, have a quick ride down the road and take a look and see if this waterfall's open. If it is, then I might have another go with the drone and get some nice shots of that if I can. Okay, so we've just arrived, and really pretty. I've got to say, straight away, really, really nice area. It's in a forest park. There wasn't an entrance fee, there was nobody on the gate. I don't know whether there is an entrance fee, but we haven't paid one because there was nobody there. Not been here before. Let's go and explore. I've got my drone, I've got a towel, I've got my bag. We'll go and have a wander, and there is the entrance. Beautiful. It really is pretty here. How far is the waterfall, Jack?
It's 100 meters.
Oh, okay. 100 meters, not too far then. So there's a few paths. We've got a staff house, waterfall, restroom, so there's some toilets here. Well, let's go and see what it's like. Okay. This would be a great place to bring a little bit of food. Unfortunately, I haven't got any with me today. Ought to have stopped really. Got a camping site here. I wonder how much that is to camp. A lovely spot for camping. Should have really stopped to do 7-Eleven. We've got some snacks. Okay, got some rules about swimming there. I don't know whether you can make those out. See some people in the water there, so this must be it. So it's not a massive waterfall as in height, but there is a good flow at the moment, and that's because of all the rain that we've had the last 2 weeks. But there's a nice little area just below where the flow comes out that you can swim. That's really pretty. Really nice. Oh, look at all the fish. Wow. Look at all those fish. I don't know what type of fish they are, but there's an awful lot of them. Wow. cabbies just told me that this is the bottom part of it, so there is actually another section. So there is a little bit more. You've got to climb up the stairs to it. So we're going to have a wander up there. You can see there they've got the flags regarding swimming. It's green today, so we can swim, no problem at all. But obviously worth checking the flags. So I'm going to have a little wander up here and do a bit more exploring before I relax and have a swim in down there or up here, wherever. I don't know exactly what's up here. So you can see they're snaking through the forest down into the bottom pool. Well, let's go follow it up. Looks like you can get down to each section. So there's another section here. And just be careful because I've got a bag, a camera, a towel. Oh, that's nice as well. So again, I presume you can swim in there, no problem. I can see there's quite a lot of fish in there as well. So it's actually a lot bigger than I first thought when I first came. Didn't think it was that big, but it actually goes quite a way back. Looks like another section here as well that you can go down to. So quite a lot of sections. Wow, beautiful. So even if there's quite a few people here, you should be able to find somewhere that you can have to yourself or relatively quiet. Okay, so the path splits off here. So again, you must have another section just here. Let's have a quick look at that. And then we'll go up. Yeah, another section there. Wow. Okay. So we've got a fallen tree here. So maybe you can't go any more than this. No entry, it says. So I'm not going to go up there. Even though there does look like a path, there is a sign there saying no entry. I'm going to respect the sign because I don't want to find myself having a problem. There's obviously, maybe because of the storms, there's been a bit of a landslide or something that may have made the path a little bit dangerous. Okay, well, there's plenty of sections here to enjoy, that's for sure. There's 3 or 4 that we've just come upon. So I'm going to make my way down now, stick my swimming shorts on, relax a little bit. Some people just down there. Looks like the guy's got a guitar. So they're going to sit across from the pond and he's going to play some music, I'm guessing, and they're going to relax. What a cracking way to spend an afternoon.
Fantastic. Very cold, but very refreshing. Excellent.
Okay, well, I've got to say I've had a really enjoyable day. I swim in this small area here and it was beautiful, really refreshing. I enjoyed looking around the temple and I hope you've enjoyed this video as well, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of these videos coming your way very soon. I know I'm being a little bit slow, just finding my feet a little bit. I'd like to say a big thank you to Jack, who's over there, for inviting me along. I'm definitely going to be running with the group again. If you're interested in joining a group that runs scooters rather than the bigger size bikes, and you're interested in getting off the island and exploring beyond Phuket like what I'm doing, then maybe you want to give Jack a shout. I will, of course, put his details in the description down below. He hasn't yet set up a Facebook page or group. He's going to be doing that. He's still deciding on the name of the scooter group, what he's going to call it. But I will put his messenger, so if you're interested and you want to hook up and maybe go on one of the runs, then contact Jack and he'll sort you the details. And I guess that's it, guys. I've had a phenomenal day. We're going to start and make our way back to Phuket, and I will catch you very, very soon.